Well, let's see. I've got a cup of coffee. I've got a cat. I've got a dope hat. You look good. I like that hat. All right, so apparently we have some comments on I blame atheism. Let's check it out on the YouTubeage. Zero Sarzen Zero says, well, I remember that name. He was here before. Definitions are built of psychology. What is art? If it looks good, it's art. This video does a brilliant job. Seriously, if it looks good, it's art? If it looks good. You're going to choose a definition with a word as ambiguous as good? Looks good, how? To who? Who decides what goodness is in this case? If it looks good, it's art. That's like saying if it tastes good, it's food. I hate radishes. Does that mean when somebody puts radishes on a salad, they're serving you something that isn't food? Come on, man. You got to do better than that. Let's see what the rest of his comment has to say. Also, could theists please stop saying the universe came from nothing? We don't say that. It's the Big Bang atheists that say that because it's impossible. It's logically impossible to have an infinite regress of time. You can't have an infinite past universe. Therefore, the universe came into existence. Their excuse is, oh, well, the Big Bang. It exploded. From what? Well, we're asking about the universe, which is all of time, space, matter, and energy. And if you say that everything came into existence at a particular point in time, then before that, what was there? There was nothing to cause it. There was nothing to explode. It's not like the whole universe was sitting around timeless and suddenly time kicked in and it went, oh, boom. The model literally says that from nothing, the universe exploded into being. I know, it's so stupid that you can't accept it. Just like atheism. That's why atheists have redefined what all these things mean, because they've had conversations with educated theists and gone, oh, atheism is so stupid, we have to change the definition. I want to keep the label because it sounds good, but it's so dumb that obviously, I can't fulfill that burden of proof. And it's the same thing with the Big Bang. For decades, the Big Bang model said very clearly that from nothing, the universe exploded into being. This is why we have books like the one I show in this video, A Universe from Nothing. But that idea is so stupid that even in that book, Lawrence Krauss goes, okay, well, when I say nothing, I don't mean nothing like nothing, I mean like something. And Neil deGrasse Tyson, internet playboy, in the introduction to this book, he says nothing isn't nothing. Nothing is something. And that's the level of stupid it takes to follow this trail of atheism through what you pretend to be science. But it isn't. Because that's where it takes you. All right, let's see what else he has to say, because there's a whole lot here, and I've only dealt with the first sentence. No one says that. You say that. Well, I know you are, but what am I? No, like I just said, that's what the model has taught for decades. You all have just realized it's so stupid that it's indefensible, but that doesn't mean that your model doesn't say that. So, sorry, that's on you. Atheists are okay to admit we don't know things. Are you? Because you seem more apt to tell other people that they don't know things. Like, that seems to be the only thing I ever get from atheists is, you don't know! I'm like, yeah, I do, and how do you know I don't? I don't know, okay. Atheists are okay to admit we don't know things. We don't just say God did it as a crux. No, you don't. You say, evolution did it. Big Bang did it. You have a different God of the gaps. It's an evolution of the gaps. It's a Big Bang of the gaps. Hey, what about the fine-tuning of the universe, where it seems that all of the laws of physics are so inexplicably fine-tuned for our lives that it seems like a super-intelligence must have been monkeying with the physics? What about that? Big Bang did it. Or, because even that's becoming too stupid because there's no logical defense for it. It's, what is it? The multiverse. The multiverse did it. There's just all these invisible universes somewhere else that we can't have any observable evidence for. We just have to believe with faith that the unseen exists and that it's the explanation for us. What does that sound like? That's your atheistic replacement for God. You're going, okay, we can't see it. There's no evidence for it. But we're here and we have to explain the obvious fine-tuning intelligent design of the universe. So we came from nothing. By nothing, we mean something that's super fine-tuned somewhere else that we can't see. We just have to believe it. Because that's science. Right? No, that's the religion of atheism. You just have... Your God is not a person with a brain. It's not an intelligence. Which, again, just makes your religion the stupidest on the planet. Or at least in the top 3.
One of my best moments in the original video, link in the description, comes right here. It must have evolved, they argue, because there it is. This is a very common evolution of the gaps attitude.
Haha, that, my friends, is good writing. But what is even better than that is the fact that Stickboy just admitted to doing this mere moments before. He has shown previously that this is exactly what he is doing, but listen to him explain it in his own words.
Since evolution has been proven to, without a shadow of a doubt, we can explain how certain features occurred using an explanation involving evolutionary knowledge.
Because evolution has been proven beyond a shadow of a doubt, so strong is his religious devotion to Chuck D that he calls it evolutionary knowledge. We can explain how features occurred using evolution. Did we see it evolve? No. Was it observed to mutate such that new information was added to a genome? No. So why does he claim it evolved against logic when logic tells us that mutations cause disease and death? Because we know evolution is true. It must have evolved because there it is. Those monkeys have a protein, which we believe used to be two smaller already existing proteins. It must have evolved, because there it is. He has literally just admitted to making an evolution of the gaps faith statement. Listen to him.
Since evolution has been proven to, without a shadow of a doubt, we can explain how certain features occurred using an explanation involving evolutionary knowledge.
It must have evolved, they argue, because there it is.
But wait! Before some of you finish typing out the word straw man, listen to him a minute later.
In addition, evolution has been proven, and that's enough for us to use it to fill in some gaps.
I was wrong! This video is amazing! This is now my favorite evolutionist video! Let's hear it again!
In addition, evolution has been proven, and that's enough for us to use it to fill in some gaps.
Amazing!
In addition, evolution has been proven. Evolution has been proven to, without a shadow of a doubt. Evolution has been proven. Evolution has been proven, and that's enough for us to use it to fill in some gaps. 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 To fill in some gaps.
This is a very common evolution of the gaps attitude.
Evolution of the gaps. I love it.
Stickboy just drones on in his grating, half-conscious tone for a lot longer, saying brilliant things like this.
No, it's it's because they don't know how it works.
But I'm gonna end the torture with a wonderful bit of hypocrisy based on his apparent inability to listen, even to himself.
In addition, evolution has been proven. Evolution has been proven to, without a shadow of a doubt. Evolution has been proven, except the difference is that we admit we're not certain and that it's the best hypothesis we have. In addition, evolution has been proven, and that's enough for us to use it to fill in some gaps.
Hold on, listen to him again.
Except the difference is that we admit we're not certain and that it's the best hypothesis we have. In addition, evolution has been proven and we admit we're not certain and that it's the best hypothesis we have. In addition, evolution has been proven, we admit we're not certain. Evolution has been proven, we admit we're not certain. Evolution has been proven.
Yeah, I don't feel like I need to add anything here. Let's just listen to it a few more times.
We admit we're not certain. Evolution has been proven. We admit we're not certain. Evolution has been proven. We admit we're not certain. Evolution has been proven. We admit we're not certain. Evolution has been proven. We admit we're not certain. Evolution has been proven. We admit we're not certain. Evolution has been proven, and that's enough for us to use it to fill in some gaps. Evolution of the gaps. I love it.
What can I possibly add to that? That's wonderful. And you know, oh, this is the greatest video ever.
Atheists are okay to admit we don't know things. The nothing the universe came from is actually something analogous to a black hole. Something from which nothing can escape? And somehow everything flew out of it? Seems you have a definition problem. Where it is so dense and hot that the laws of physics break down. Okay, so you're appealing to magic. Science doesn't work there. Because the laws of physics as we know them can't describe such an environment, that's as far back in cosmological time as we can go, thus the beginning of the universe. Right, except for there was a first moment of time. Oh, you're doing the Stephen Hawking thing. Okay. So Stephen Hawking decided that if you throw imaginary numbers into the equation for the expansion of space-time, you get to... I mean, even still on his model, instead of getting to a point that represents the first point of space-time, you get to sort of this curve, but there's still a farthest back in time you can go. So it doesn't solve the problem, and also you're using imaginary numbers. I mean, Stephen Hawking, he did some things well and other things very badly. There might have been something before that, most likely, but we don't have most likely. Why is that likely? This is just your religion. This is your god of the gaps, where your god is just the potential universe before that collapsed and exploded. And the difference is that you're trying to explain a fine-tuned universe that is tremendously designed. And you're trying to hand-wave away the intelligent designer necessary to explain it with a most likely, but we don't have the means to even try to understand it. Well, you don't. Not nothing, just something we don't understand yet. Okay, so, and again, this is the crutch that atheists fall on all the time, and they pretend that it's science. But here's what he said. The universe didn't come from nothing. It came from something else, but we can't possibly understand what it is. It defies the laws of science. Science doesn't apply there. It's something unobservable. We can't see it. We can't touch it. There's no evidence for it. But despite the fact that this magical, unobservable thing that we can't observe, that defies physics and science entirely, we have to believe that it was there, and that we're going to pretend is humility because we have faith in the unseen, something that violates the laws of nature. And then they point at us and go, you have a God of the gaps problem. No, we have a best possible explanation solution. Because the difference is, you're putting blind faith in something that can't be observed, can't be tested, and something which, on your own acknowledgement, defies science itself. So I'm going to slap the name magic on that. You have a magic explanation which can't be observed. So you have to believe it in blind faith, hoping that maybe someday it'll make sense to you. Whereas I'm looking at intelligent design and saying that the best explanation for intelligent design is an intelligent designer. But also think about the universe itself. Time, space, matter, and energy. We need to explain where those came from. They can't have existed forever. You can't have an infinite regress of time. So there must have been a first moment. You can argue to that logically. So you don't need the Big Bang for that. I mean, first of all, we have Genesis chapter 1. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. We knew there was a beginning. It's in the first sentence of the Bible. And then, 6,000 years later, someone shows them and be like, I think the universe began. And we're like, yeah, we know that. Science keeps wandering up behind theism and be like, guess what I just discovered? And the Bible's all like, yeah, I know, I said that. So what needs to be explained is time, space, matter, and energy. Okay, now what atheists on the internet, because they're just lazy or uninformed or dishonest, I don't know which, take your pick, whatever applies to you, they keep saying, you just keep going, I don't know, so God did it. Really? That shows you have done zero homework in learning what young earth creationists believe. Or intelligent design. You don't even have to be as biblical as a young earth creationist. You can just be an intelligent design proponent. Because that's not the argument at all. The argument is when you look at the universe, whether that's the complexity of life, the design of the cell, the information in DNA, or if you look at the laws of physics. The laws of physics are so fine-tuned for life that if you were to change any of dozens of different cosmological or physical quantities and constants, just the tiniest, like a thousandth of the whatever the number is, in perceptibly small amounts, the universe can't exist. Like, one calculation shows that if the universe was more massive at the Big Bang by the weight of a grain of sand, it would have collapsed down into a supermassive black hole, and that would have been the entire universe. And if it had been less massive by one grain of sand, it wouldn't have formed hydrogen, let alone any other matter. It just would have been energy expanding in every direction, or all directions, however you describe it, forever. There would have been no universe. So that's it. It's fine-tuned to the point of a grain of sand. And you look at that and be like, oh, I guess magic that we can't observe must be the answer. And I'm saying, even if you go with that model, even if you go with the Big Bang model and say that's how the universe came into being, the Big Bang itself is a machine so fine-tuned for our lives and our existence, for the creation of life, for the sustaining of life, that it demands an intelligent designer. It's the only reasonable explanation. Your appeal to some kind of unknown magic in the unknown other universes that, there's no evidence for, your appeal to this faith in the unseen, it doesn't even answer the question. We are looking at intelligent design and saying it was intelligently designed. There's a designer. We're looking at things like the information in DNA and saying information only comes from a mind making intelligent choices. And you're going to go, Big Bang must have done it. Evolution must have done it.
Oh, let's just watch this again.
Evolution has been proven, we admit we're not certain. Evolution has been proven, we admit we're not certain. Evolution has been proven, we admit we're not certain. Evolution has been proven, we admit we're not certain. Evolution has been proven, and that's enough for us to use it to fill in some gaps. Evolution of the gaps, I love it.
That's your evolution of the gaps. That's your Big Bang of the gaps. That's you doing what you're accusing us of. But what we have is the best possible explanation. Now again, time, space, matter, and energy, those are the things that need to be explained. Why is there time or space or matter or energy? Well, the cause has to be something else. Nothing can explain itself, that's just illogical. So the cause has to be timeless, spaceless, immaterial, and transcendently powerful. And as we've been talking about, it's got to be tremendously intelligent to create such a fine-tuned universe. And so the explanation for what we observe, for the observation, has to be something timeless, spaceless, immaterial, transcendently powerful, and tremendously intelligent with a plan. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. So the best explanation to the observation is Genesis chapter 1. Your atheism of the gaps doesn't even begin to answer the question. It just hand waves it away, depends on blind faith, says nothing about the evidence, doesn't answer the question. All it does is gives you a inch-tall platform at which to point at other people and be like, you don't know. Yeah, we do. But thanks for your question.
This is your Rent-A-Friend saying thanks for listening to Rent-A-Friend Radio. Don't wait for fate, there's no debate. I'm your friend at a very reasonable hourly rate. You dudes and dearies, send me your queries and I'll holler back Jack with answers and facts. I'll see you again. I hate this to end, but thanks for letting me be your Rent-A-Friend.